Hello and welcome to this DCU tonight. Ooh, we have sound issues. Now those issues are gone. I'm your host, Rock Var, and it's the beginning of another wonderful week of the DCU, and we're here to celebrate it in DC Universe Online with our tribute to everything that is DC Universe. DCU tonight. I'm here on the couch with Hippolyta Kent, who's busy running content right now, so she's hanging out with me here to help with the show, and we've got a lot to talk about. This is a big week in DCUO. We have the merge with, so already they've gone and done the league name checks, and you might notice when you log in, if you've got your own league, or if you're in a league, if your league name has an underscore behind it with a PS or a PC, that means you're doubled up, and so your leader, or you, if you're the leader, got a name change token, so you get to change it. But so big, this is a huge change for the game. This is something that people have speculated and talked about if it was going to happen for a long, long time, and hoped some people and didn't hope other people, and so this is a big change, huge, huge change. So that we'll go into in more detail. We've got a schedule of things to come this week as far as what to expect and what days they're going to start rolling this stuff out. And we've also got a big week in DCTV to talk about. I'm not going to go into full detail. I decided that I'm going to try a slightly new format this week. So what we're going to do is tonight we're going to talk about what's to come on Supergirl, obviously, because it's tonight. And then Flash is tomorrow. On Wednesday, we'll come on and we'll do a update show talking about what happened in Supergirl and Flash. Then Thursday and Friday night we'll wrap up what happened, through the rest of the week. So that'll work out pretty good. And then I can do a Monday show, and hopefully in the future, not so much tonight, but in the future, have a little bit of information dug up for you on what you can expect in the show. Tonight in Supergirl, a lot of cool stuff is going down. So I'm going to get through these announcements with DCUO, and we're going to get to what's going on in Supergirl. So, because obviously the way that I'm going to do it every Monday is it's going to be a short show Monday. That's how it goes. Because we're leading into Supergirl. So, and I want to get over to K-Site TV and get in the countdown and discussion threads a little bit early. If I shut down like 2 minutes before the show airs, I have no hope. So anyway, today they already took care of the servers were offline this morning after restarts. That was in maintenance and preparation for crossplay. They consolidated and resolved duplicate league names. And if you go to DCUniverseOnline.com or forums.daybreakgames.com/DCUO, upcoming downtime and updates is what you're looking for. And there's a link here that'll go into more detail about what they did this morning. But, the gist of it is they're working on getting league names taken care of. So that should be done, and I already have confirmation from one person who has a league who got an underscore and did also get a name change token. And so that you should, if you did not get your underscore on your league name, you should be safe. And you can check those out if you go to the, I think DCUO blog guide has a thing on there where you can look up leagues and just kind of look around and see if your league's going to be affected. Game update 56 is going to hit tomorrow on the 26th. It's expected to launch. It features mid-range updates for Mental and Ice, and the first round of combat changes for PvP. If you recall, the last show we went into more detail on what you can expect as far as that's concerned. But really, what it's doing really is just for those two powers, making it so mid-range does more damage than long range, essentially. So they wanted to make it so the closer you get to the target, the more damage you're doing. So if you're doing melee, you're doing, absolutely the best damage you can be doing. If you're back mid-range, drops off a little bit, and then back long range, it's didn't have the mid range. So if you were at mid range, it was considered long range. Now you're going to do a little bit more damage in that mid section. Do some more damage in the midsection. And then obviously they said cross-play starts the week of January 25th, and that is this week. So it says cross-play between PC and PS3 and 4 servers is expected to launch Wednesday or Thursday. So they're not real sure. Assuming no complications arise with either of the maintenances that they've done today or the Game Update 56 launch, they said that, but you can expect the downtime to be significant, and they'll share details when details are available. I'll try to, hopefully those details will be available by the time we do the next show Wednesday. If not, I'll do an updates with Rock and get that out there as quickly as possible. But let's just cross our fingers and hope for, nothing bad. We lived through, hopefully everyone watching or listening lived through the what was I calling it? I don't know. Hurricane Your Mom? No. Winter Storm Your Mom? I think everyone pretty much lived. We got like 2+ feet here. I spent all day yesterday shoveling snow and hated most minutes of it. There were a few moments of slight euphoria before I passed out the second time. When I was laying on my back in the middle of the driveway looking up at the beautiful West Virginia landscape, I remember thinking, this is really a beautiful way to die, and then I didn't, so it worked out. Anyway, so we have crossplay taking place. Should be up and running either Wednesday or Thursday. We'll find out. I expect that will be quite a significant downtime, but the cool thing about it is, as soon as it's done, we're playing with PC players, and they're playing with us, and we're having a grand old time. I'm super excited. This is going to be a cool weekend in DCUO, a good time to get out there and meet some players that you may or may not already, know exist, but, Little Bohemia is kind of a hangout spot for iconic characters and leagues, and, I hope Little Bohemia is just hopping out of our minds. That would be incredible. I hope there's a big block party out there. I think somebody should plan that, not me, because I don't plan things. But somebody could plan that, and it would be wonderful. We would all enjoy it very much. So that's the DCUO news. If you have questions that you would like to know about DC Universe Online and you'd like me to dig a little deeper for you because I might have the time, shoot me an email at news@varnationdcuo.com. news@varnationdcuo.com. And, if you want me to do some research for you and find out if something's coming to the game, or if you've heard a rumor about something that may or may not be coming to the game, I'll do some legwork for you and see if it's fact or fiction. Now, I can't guarantee my results because it might just be what I might just be like, oh yeah, no, that seems like something that could happen. But no, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm joking. So that being the DCUO news portion of the show, we're moving on over to DCTV, and a lot to talk about this week. We have all new shows all week. So we've got Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, all of the above happening this week, and lots of information out there on the episodes that are coming out. So the only ones I'm really going to get into today, I'm not going to get deeply into The Flash, just the fact that it's new. We've got some information on Supergirl that's worth taking a look at, and I want to get to that before the show airs. I want to give you the opportunity to go take a look yourself before the show airs. So one of the things that, and then of course after we're done with that, we'll head on over to DCComics.com, check out the pull list, and go over some new stuff that they've got going on there. But Supergirl tonight, if you go to KryptonSite.com, there are 3 clips from tonight's episode. The episode is titled, and I had this, Strange Visitor from Another Planet. So in tonight's episode, And I'm not going to, when we do the pre-show stuff, I'm not going to go into any spoilers, quite honestly, because I don't know anything about what's happening. I know nothing more than what you, the average viewer, may know at this point. Maybe a little more since I just watched these 3 clips on Krypton site, but I'm not going to go into a whole lot about what went down in the clips. Essentially, I'm asking that you go to KryptonSite.com and see for yourself, because, you know, obviously we want to help the website and help grow their site as well. Obviously, well, they don't really need my help or anyone's help at this point, but to watch the clips and get some hits on it, because they've got 3 really good clips up there. A couple of things I can tell you about tonight. There's a guest star. I don't know if it's a guest star necessarily. It could be an ongoing character. Well, it's going to be an ongoing character. So we're going to meet again Cat Grant's oldest son. Or they're going to revisit Cat Grant's oldest son. Then I almost said Supergirl's husband, Miss Melissa Benoist's husband, Blake Jenner. And so we get to see how they act together, and I can tell you from the clip that I watched, it was good. I've never seen Blake in anything, so I don't know nothing about his past movies. I've probably seen him in movies before, but just not known it was him. But this is going to be cool. So he is playing Kat's estranged son that she is, kind of ditched along the wayside of her career. Not necessarily ditched, but to the kid it seems that way. So he's got mom issues, deep-rooted mom issues, and Supergirl saves the day and whatnot. We'll see how that goes. Another thing that I will tell you this. I will not tell you what happens, but I will tell you that if you hear from the name Strange Visitor from Another Planet and you're expecting anything other than more Martians, you're going to be let down. But if you're expecting more Martians, tonight's your night, because we're going to see some white Martians. So I won't go I don't know much about, the plot, other than that we get to see them. They are awesome. They are so fast. Like, they do the speed really well for the Martians, too. The special effects on this show are really dynamite. But yes, so they are going to go into some white Martian mayhem on Earth. Jimmy Olsen does break out the signal watch, but he doesn't call Superman. But Superman is in the future of the show. I don't know that they're going to bring, they're ever going to show us Superman, full-size Superman, but we are going to see a young Clark Kent, or Vic Kal-El they call him, but you can see that also up on KSI TV. Go just for the Supergirl stuff though, just type in KryptonSite.com and it'll take you right to the page. So many stories on here about future episodes. If you like spoilers, if you want to know a little bit more about what's going to go on in the show, that is a great place to check it out. Phenomenal. But if you don't want to know, don't necessarily go to the news page. Feel free to go to the forums. The forums are set up in such a way that you can go to the forum and participate in conversation with people about episodes that have already happened, and just stay out of the spoiler section and you have no problems. There's rules against such things. There's rules against ruining shows for people on this site, so I trust it. So that is what's going on in Supergirl. I'm not going to go into too much more detail, but I do suggest going and watching these clips if you want to see some awesomeness. And again, that's KryptonSiteTV.com. Before the show starts, if you want to go to KSite TV and get on the Supergirl forums, participate in the live countdown thread, and participate in the live discussion thread, it's very fun. I'm going to try to be there, as always, and just enjoy watching great superhero television. So many things are happening right now in the world of, and I don't know if I even told Light of this or not, Dr. Pepper is doing a special Batman Superman box design for the movie coming out. Yeah, we're going to have to get that. I mean, there's just so many things happening in the world of superheroes right now. And, you know, we've seen Marvel blow up, and we've seen them dominate the big screen for a little while, quite some time, and merchandising and that kind of thing. You know, they're backed by Disney now, so Marvel's got this great reach as far as marketing and stuff is concerned. And DC, you know, doesn't have that behind them necessarily. Warner Brothers, I'm not afraid to say, is kind of difficult to deal with, and they've always kind of treated DC like kind of the stepchild that they wanted to abuse. And now that Marvel's blowing up with Disney the way they are, it seems like Warner Brothers is giving more attention to this phenomenon that is the superhero genre. And so we're starting to see DC do some of these cross-promotional types of things now, and we're going to see a lot of different things when it comes to the way that they're going to market for the Justice League. I was reading that today, but that's another show. We're going to go into that. I'll have some more information on it, but they're doing some very interesting things with this lead-in that people haven't really known about really until right about now. I saw some stuff that just came out from the makers of the movie as far as their goals for leading into the Justice League movie and the Wonder Woman movie first, and just kind of going down this route of the build-up that we hoped that we'd see. It's just kind of like it's all happening at one time, though. It's kind of like, well, we're going to do this in these movies that are leading up to the Justice League, and then all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, don't you remember we created this build-up years and years ago? Well, no, it was more like months and months ago, but I'll take it. Whatever works. Whatever gets people in the theaters to back DC movies and keep the Western thing away as long as possible. Because that's... I know I'm joking. I like Westerns, but Steven Spielberg had said that the superhero genre or the superhero movie was going to go the way of the Western. And he thought it was going to come full circle, and that that superhero movies would die out and Westerns would be reborn. And I'd rather see superhero movies. I mean, Westerns are cool and all, and I think that what people like Tarantino and some of these other guys that have made some really cool Westerns have been doing is great, but I still like... I'd be perfectly happy if for the rest of my life we had superhero movies. People insane. So, but anyway, alright, so I'm moving over here to my next set. A beautiful Batman decor from the Batman theme base bundle pack that I purchased with my loyalty points for being a member. I think they're like 300 loyalty points. I'm about to go buy... I've got 650 saved up. I'm about to go buy the next one. I just don't know where in any of my bases I would put a Batmobile or like the Batwing. But I'm sure I can find a place and make it not too Batman-ish. Even though Batman's awesome. I'm a Superman guy, and I'd like to have, you know... But that's coming, guys. That's coming in the future, guys and gals. Because we're going to get that Superman-themed episode, and we are going to Kandor. So Rockvar's going home, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get to go see where it all began for me. Yeah. But that's probably a couple months down the road, maybe more. I don't know. First, we're getting the Legends of Tomorrow, which is the next episode, which is available for test on DCUO right now on the PC server. So, and I am lobbying. I may, in fact, be the largest lobbyer for getting PlayStation on the test server. I may, in fact, be championing that for the people who have asked me to do it on their behalf. Who are those people, you ask? I'm not sure that they're not inside my head. They might all be my own tunes, but they have asked. So, to get to the wrap-up of the show, because I know we want to get to the forums. I haven't been on here all that long, but like I said, Monday's show is always going to be short, and then I may do some streaming. I don't know. We'll see about that. First, I'm going to go show off my new Garrick Helmet, because I got that yesterday on one of my alts, and it is awesome. I mean, I have it on Rock, but there's no reason to wear it, because, you know, why would I? But I don't know. So anyway, going over to DCComics.com, and these guys are promoting the crap out of Lucifer. It premieres tonight on Fox, 9/8 Central. Wait, what? It says after the X-Files? Is the X-Files, the new X-Files starting tonight? I might have to find that out. Oh, if it's showing at the same time as Supergirl, that sucks, though. Okay, so very important, leading it, since we're talking about Supergirl, or we have been for the majority of the show, very important to say right now that there is a digital tie-in for the Supergirl TV show. Adventures of Supergirl #1 can be found on DCComics.com. There's a big picture here and a link where you can learn more about how to get that, and that's going to go tie into the show. So it's going to be similar to like the Smallville comic that they did before season 11, where you know, it'd be like off-camera stuff would happen in the comic book. So that's cool. I don't know, we may try to pick that up. The pull list for this week: all new Suicide Squad Most Wanted, Deadshot and Katana #1, Justice League of America #7, and Superman #48, all on sale on the 27th. So those will hit shelves, and that's what DC Comics suggests you pick up this week. Thank you, DC Comics. And apparently check out Lucifer. I kind of want to watch it. It looks to be based off of a comic book. The guy's kind of creepy looking, but cool. I think I'll give it a shot. We could do that, you know, if it's good like iZombie, then we could cover that. I really like iZombie, so, and I haven't really covered any of that yet. I'm going to do like a first season iZombie discussion stream, and we're just going to talk about all of that. So, but thank you for joining us, guys. This has been DCU Tonight. This is our tribute to the world of DCU and DCTV and DC Comics and DCUO. And so we appreciate you joining us. You can check out our website, varnationdcuo.com. Thank you so much to our subscribers. We're up to 129 subscribers now on YouTube. So thank you to every single one of you. You're the reason that we keep doing it. So if you enjoyed the show, or if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We do more than just this show. We do live streaming, you know, mock news things, and just all kinds of goofy stuff. But subscribe to the channel, share the videos. It helps us out a lot. You can help support us by clicking on support there underneath the subscribe button on our channel. You can also go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/varnation, and help us live the dream that way. But most importantly, watching the video. That does it for me. So thank you very much. And for Hippolyta Kent, this is Rock Var saying peace out. And don't forget, head on over to the KryptonSite.com forums and get in on that live discussion thread and count down to the episode, because Supergirl starts right in about 40 minutes. So see you there.